this is day 7 of getting rid of pieces, just basically pulling out pieces, trying not to overthink things necessarily, due to the fact that I hopefully will start going through all my cupboards and drawers eventually, although normally I've started about the 2nd of January, but with everything going on in my life, including family issues, I haven't actually managed to start, although I have been doing my decor cupboard off and on, because that is the place that seems to get the messiest. Obviously too much stuff in there to see what I've actually got. So I do apologise for the delay that these videos are going up. It depends when I get a chance to check them, edit them, and then upload. And very often I am very tired by late afternoon, evening, with everything going on. So you're here to see day 7, and I will progress through the next couple of months anyway, and I do apologise if there's no sort of shopping hauls or anything. Food we have been collecting, or so let's say going shopping, sort of after the hospital, so I haven't actually had deliveries. We've actually been going shopping. And also it's a no spend month except for food necessities, so I haven't actually been doing any hauls. This is what I've been doing for 5 or 6 years now, especially in the month of January. But you're here to see what I'm getting rid of. I just wanted to sort of quickly fill you in. Couple of these sort of spaces you'll be seeing in the next few days on my video, because it's things that I've been reviewing or sort of colouring family members to sort bits of paper out, or pieces, or you know, all those little little nooks and crannies that you find, you know what I mean, that have just been left. And yes, I put my hands up, but normally, as I said, if it's something specifically for a member of the family, I don't actually sort it out, but I try and get them to look at it. So a couple of items, this one and this one, these were actually on the black shelf behind my dining room door that goes to the back door. If you've watched my videos, you know where I mean. We have a key holder thing there as well, and this is things that tend to hubby puts there, and so I've got him to go through a bunch of receipts and just papers that haven't got filed away. And I put my hands up. I know it's one of the bugbears, paperwork in our household, and it's still not actually been rectified, although I do have a place for it. So this is empty. So red box, this is through my red stage. As you know, I'm phasing it out, so I've got that one. I'm not going to count the items yet, I'm just getting them out, as you know. This one I had thought about keeping, because I've got another one. I think it's slightly larger than this one, and because I had a lot of red, these were handy. As I said, this was like hubby's pieces, but it's getting faded and old. I've got quite a lot of red baskets, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure, or try to use them for hampers this Christmas, and you know, sort of leave. I did have a few natural baskets and trays that I was given by a family member, and I've kept those, so I don't feel so guilty getting rid of the red ones. Talking about baskets, I've got 2 of these. There's the other one gone. Here it is. I kept meaning to keep these and use them, say, at Easter time. Put a plant in with a pick or something. Happy Easter with an Easter egg on. I suppose I still could do it. I've had these about 4 years. These were in a basket. The shelves that I keep my wicker collection above the stairs, these were in there. I'm going to let them go. I'm more into sort of the natural woven baskets, so I'm going to let those go, and I've got 2 of those. I was going through some tins and I've got rid of the mint green one like this one. I'm going to let the lilac one go. I don't even think I've actually used it. Very often I used to like these sort of things on my desk, but I've kept that neutral as well. So I'm going to let that go. So I'll try to sort of look at like baskets, tins and things and see if I could at least pull one out. Now, if you remember, there was a ceramic money box. I can't remember, especially last January, whether I put a question mark on it or whether I was going to get rid of it, but I kept it and now it's on the shelf in the dining room and I'm getting rid of this one, the Simpson one. This was more for our son. We usually keep this on the shelf because we kept putting change in, and then we used to take it to one of those machines like in Tesco's, and they take so much, I think, for charity, and then you get a receipt and you can use it that day. We didn't have a lot of change the last couple of years due to the fact with lockdowns we just wasn't using cash. So I'm going to let this one go, but I'm keeping the gold one. As I said, that video will probably come up tomorrow of pieces that I was doing. Again, I'm sort of telling you how I've made my decisions, and yes, there's certain pieces like the wicker one I could try and spray it, but it comes to the stage that how much do you dare keep? This is what I'm saying. I know there's things I can adapt and papers probably, but I have got to get rid of stuff. I've learnt that lesson quite recently, even although I've been doing it 5 or 6 years. I've actually learnt my lesson when I went to a family member's home and I couldn't believe the amount of stuff, but I can't go into too much detail. We did do some cleaning and sorting out, and yes, I've learnt my lesson and I don't want to put my family through that. So I've got these red candlesticks, and yes, I've seen them where you could put plate on and whatever, and you could do that. I had thought about it. These haven't been used for at least 3 years. I know that. But what I've done is I thought I'd get rid of the red ones because, yeah, these sort of come out Christmas time and they could be used for Valentine's Day. But I've got to be strict now. So I've kept the silver ones but get rid of the red ones because I feel the silver ones can be used any time of year. And I know this seems a shame because lilac is my favourite colour, but I thought if I donate this to charity shop, hopefully someone will use it. I've had quite a few candles sort of purchased or gifted to me, and I don't tend to burn them, not the fancy ones, so I'm going to let that one go. Like I said, plasticware. This was actually something that I had in a my Christmas decor box, but I'm going to let that one go because I have got a lot of plastic sort of containers. I kept the ones that are sort of white, grey and black and even cream. So anything that's any other colour, I'm just going to let them go. That's just an Allen key. That was just one of those items that hubby pulled out when he was sorting out. This does work. I'm getting rid of this. Very often we used to have this hanging in our caravan, but I'm going to let that go because I did go through some lights. I kept 4 plus my Harry Potter little bottles, but I think I've got about 3 sets here, so I'll count that in lights. Said it was in my box of lights where I keep my candles. I'm getting rid of these. They do work. They get checked anyway at the charity shop, and I think it's called Pap Tasted or something, but they're coloured, so I'm not keen on so much the coloured lights now. I like the gold or white, and these are white and blue. These are the ones that I used to have in that you know, the plastic sort of, call it a bowl, like a goldfish bowl I got from Poundland. Had this with white and blue sort of baubles, and I used to have that on my hob when it wasn't on, or on the breakfast bar, but I'm going to let them go. They haven't been used for at least 2 years, and if they were plain white I would keep them. So I got rid of 3 sort of lights in that category, and I kept 4 which are like white lights, or these, actually they're smaller than these, the ones that you can get from Poundland that you can put on wreaths and in bowls and things like that. I've kept more the neutral colours, so that's quite empty, but I've also kept my Harry Potter lights. I've got a couple of, I got this DVD, it's quite an old one and it hasn't been watched for a couple of years, so I'm going to let that go. This is going to go to our granddaughter. If they don't want to keep it, it can go to the charity shop. It was from the charity shop. It's Read Me Book and CD, so that's going to go. And then me and hubby both replaced our trainers. We've both got new trainers, so he's got the black ones and I have got these ones that are really scruffy now, and I've bedded my other trainers in and I've been wearing them, so I sort of kept hold of these, but yeah, they're wearing thin. So counting how many items, this was the 7th day of getting rid of 7 items per day for 7 days, but as you know, I've been getting rid of more. So that is 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm going to say 13 because that was part of the set. 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 16 items. And as you can see, they're quite bulky items. Sometimes, you know, you might have sessions where it's like bulky items and jackets, coats, anything like that. And you think, oh yeah, making room. Other times it can be just little bits. Like I said, this Allen key, which I haven't actually counted, but you know, anything that the guys can get rid of is a bonus. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.